Hi, so I know there are other things going on in the art commentary scene that I could comment on, but I don't want to end up repeating what so many people have already said, as I have no new information to provide. So I'm just going to stick to making videos about stuff nobody cares about. Right, onto the video. Disclaimer, I might get heated in this video, as I am using my real voice instead of text-to-speech. So I am sorry if this is your first time around here and you think I'm aggressive. Please stick around. This is just a one-off. Due to so many young children now getting access to the internet, seriously, there are kids as young as 7 managing their own YouTube channels, more and more communities are being filled with younger people. And sometimes this can end horribly for the community, and I'm here to explain this to you. It should be mentioned that there are plenty of mature kids and plenty of immature adults. Okay, so my problem is not with the children themselves. The problem arises when these kids are in spaces they really shouldn't be and end up causing issues. One of these issues is young kids thinking they know everything and not listening to those who know what they're talking about. An example of this is when kids start shipping two characters and when someone tells them that it's wrong to do so, they get called a hater. This is seen with kids shipping something like Bakudeku. Quick disclaimer, do not hate the ship, but some aspects of the dynamic are portrayed wrongly in the fan works, and it's annoying, so I'm going to address it. I have seen many kids making cute scenes of Bakugo and Midoriya in middle school, when Midoriya was being bullied by Bakugo, and saying it was quote-unquote cute. Bullying isn't cute and it should not be romanticized, but the kids refuse to listen to this and it is uncomfortable. There are some reasons why they could be seen as shippable, I suppose, but this is not one of them. Stop it. Next point is when people start arguments over nothing. This can be traced back to shipping too. It's often seen someone make a video talking about why they do or do not like a ship, and people will come and be like, this is wrong. It's stupid and annoying when all you want is to know why someone does or doesn't like it, and, you know, form your own opinions on their opinion. Same thing can be applied to whenever a YouTuber or influencer, God I hate that term so much, is in a slight controversy and some 9-year-old comes along with new evidence that A, has nothing to do with the situation at hand, and B, isn't even worthy of being called out for. This can be people dragging crap up from 2001 or speaking up for other people when they don't need you to. Yes, people should be using the platforms correctly, but people can change a lot in 21 years, you know. It's annoying to see people being cancelled when realistically they just need educating. If they choose not to learn, then maybe I can see the point, but still. The worst thing in the situation is when people who deserve to lose a platform, like Jeffree Star and James Charles, you get it, are thriving, and people can get cancelled for crap they said 20 years ago. Make it make sense. I get sick and tired of feeling I can't watch someone I like, all because they did something questionable when they were 13. First off, we all say and do dumb stuff when we're 13. Hell, I know I did. And we learn from it. Second, your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25, meaning those first 25 years can really change a person. But no, as soon as you join the internet, you're suddenly expected to be some deity who never screws up. Let's be real, nobody's perfect all the time. Or ever, for that matter. And there will be mistakes that we make, because, well, we're humans. This is why I personally use the saying, educate not berate, when I'm thinking about a cancellation to myself, and I think more people should do. Brief intervention to explain this to anyone who's confused. The first thing you need to do is hear both sides out. There are 3 sides to an argument. Each person's side and the full truth. Seeing as everyone sees things differently, one person in an argument could view it very differently to the other. This is why you should hear both sides out before making up your mind. Then think about whether or not this person made the mistake before. If the answer to this is no, you should try and explain to them why what they did or said is wrong. It's different if this is a crime, but you get what I mean. Instead of going into their comments and belittling them. If, however, the answer is yes, be a bit more firm as to why not to repeat this action. From then on, it's up to them if they decide to listen or not. You've done enough after that. Let someone who's close to the person help them out. Back to the video, sorry about that. Brief intervention to explain this to anyone who's confused. Video, sorry about that. Moving on from cancelling adults, I don't like it when people call kids just having fun cringe or telling them to go KYS. Words hurt. I don't give a damn if you use dark humour. If you don't like it, just don't watch it. Don't tell kids to go kill themselves, please. I understand it can be seen as questionable for kids as young as 8 to have social media that they're active on, but that's the parent's decision, not yours. Childhood should be for having fun, not having to worry about what grown adults who should know better have to say about them. When it's grown adults being cringy, then it's fine to comment if you really have to. But leave kids out of it, man. It just angers me. When I was a little kid, I was making sock puppets because I idolised a person who made unboxing videos that said sock. Was it cringe? Of course. But I was a little kid doing what made me happy. These kids are doing the same things. They're only posting it online. Get off your high horse and stop acting like you're better than everyone. Next reason I think the internet is immature is when people defend their actions really poorly and still get away with next to no repercussions. Due to not wanting to get sued, I won't be naming anyone in particular at this point. However, there are content creators who make money off of sexualizing minors, get away with it by saying, chill out, it's just fiction. As I stated last video, fiction easily bleeds into reality, and this can lead to real minors being sexualized. This is not okay. It's bad enough sexualizing minors, whether it be through writing or through audio or video. Making money off of this is even worse. As an ex-fanfiction writer myself, most of the time you don't get paid for writing this. No, it does not make sexualizing minors okay, but it does mean that they can't make money off of it. However, people such as ASMR artists can monetize this content unless YouTube revokes monetization, and somehow YouTube doesn't take it down. Minors are not there to be desirable, they're just trying to grow up. Now, I don't care if you think it's fictional, whatever, because this content enables people who see real minors as desirable, as it reaffirms that this is seen as okay. Get a life if you make this content. The thing is, these voice actors and writers can be talented as hell, but they're not using their talents correctly. Don't get me started on the art you find like this. Pinterest is basically a breeding ground for this stuff. Leading on from this, it's frustrating when people get told to shut up for saying that this isn't okay, or when videos about it get taken down for harassment, but the ASMR bullcrap doesn't get taken down for violating multiple community guidelines. Quick note, one time one of my videos was age restricted because I used a song that had a reference to depression, I think it was, meaning I couldn't even watch my own video legally. But some of these ASMR artists don't get taken down for nudity and sexual content, which isn't allowed on YouTube in any capacity, child endangerment, yes, it's mostly not real kids this is happening to, but it's still flipping creepy, vulgar language, this content is far more than just this, but this is one of the things that applies to, and so on. These content creators shouldn't have channels that this is their content. It's gross. And no, saying you age the character up is not an excuse. Just shut up. If this isn't bad enough, this content is rarely age restricted, meaning kids can easily find it. This is really disturbing. Tell me why my video that uses a song that is sad, despite its positive affirmations at the end, gets age restricted, but making filthy content of minors doesn't. This isn't just a YouTube problem, so many other social media platforms have this problem and I'm sick of it. I feel grossed out knowing my own characters could be in this situation if I would have a larger platform. Yes, my OCs are all minors. Most people really aren't into the idea of people making NSFW of their characters without permission, even more so when these characters are clearly minors, and people defend this. Trying not to swear in case I get taken down. My content is also meant to appeal to young and older audiences, but I cannot begin to verbalize how angry this crap makes me. So, yeah.
I don't even know what else to say. Let that 808 right out though. Yeah.
Moving on from that. So, next up is when adults act immaturely purely for attention. I don't mean immature adults here, I mean adults who are mature but are acting immature to get away with stuff. Immaturity is not a good thing, and there are so many better ways to get attention than acting childish for no reason. Example is that one girl on
I apologize for that outburst.
TikTok, I believe her name was Diana, who started making baby screeches when her boyfriend called her anything other than baby. A better way to get attention is to do things that actually contribute to society, like donate to a charity or something, instead of trying to get the wrong attention on social media. I think that is enough, or else this video is going to turn into incomprehensible screaming, and nobody wants that. I might sound chill, but when I was writing this I was really mad. In conclusion, adults grow the hell up instead of spiting kids online. when you could just get a life. Kids, please enjoy yourself online, but keep yourself out of spaces you aren't meant to be in, like watching adult shows, and try not to get involved in arguments where possible. It ruins the internet and you should just be able to have fun. That's all from me. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Sorry for the gap in uploads. I'm having some technical issues with editing and I go back to school tomorrow, possibly today if you're seeing this tomorrow. Have a lovely day, evening or night, and I will see you next time.
What happens next? Unprepared, so you feel regret. I'm upset, cause I wasted time. I sat at the base when I should have climbed. I stopped with the chase and forgot the grind. I feel out of place, empty inside. You thought I'd never be, won't amount to anything. Had me doubting everything. You only knew a lesser me. You're now my enemy. Wish you never met with me. Work until the death of me, so I become a better one that let me down.